Now, Warren, at a listener's request, is going to demonstrate our app of the week this week, which is Feed Explorer.
And this is from our friend Barrett from New Delhi, India. He sent me this app wanting me to review it on the podcast. Now, I've seen this app before, but I never paid attention to it. And so I'm going to bring that app, and actually, it's not a bad app. But so I'm just going to give you a quick rundown of the app. And so here is Feed Explorer. FEED space EXPLORER, Feed Explorer. When you launch the app, you have these rows. They're arranged in grids. And so we have at the very top, at the top left, we have Navigate tab, and then to the top right, you have more options. Now, below the Navigate tab, we got tabs there. We got Home, Latest, Liked, History, and Unreads. So now basically this is a news feed reader, and also in the same breath, it's also like a podcast player. So it's like killing two birds with one single stone. Now below those tabs, we have things like latest, unreads, liked, and then history. And then below the latest, we have video and add new. And that's what we're going to be working with. So if I want to add something new, you want to add an RSS feed, or you want to add a podcast, you want to tap on this add new. So when you tap on add new, there's a default, which is channel. So you tap on, where it says to insert the shortcut or the URL. And in this case, I'm going to look for blind Android users. I'm going to be selfish here, use our own podcast. Blind Android users. And I'm going to tap on search and see what we find. So now in my search results, I'm looking from the top.
Channel tab selected. One of Row Explore out of grid. Blind Android users. Edit box. Search keywords Earl. Row Explore out of grid. Search podcast. Row 3. The grid. 9 rows. 3 columns.
So it will show you if the what you're looking for has podcasts or feeds. And so under podcasts,
Explore out of grid. Blind Android users podcast. Row 4. Column 1. The
there
grid,
it
rows,
is.
and
if you tap on it,
Feed Explorer. Sync started. Article list. Dismiss button.
So it says it started, it added, and then below that you're going to find where it says feed, and that has to do with news feed.
Explore out of grid. Search. Feed no item available. Row 5.
So it says no item available because we don't have a news feed on our website. So all that it will show will be the podcast. So in a summary, when you search for something, if what you're searching for has both podcasts and a news feed, you'll see both in one, the podcast is being the podcast section, and in the news feed is going to be under the feed. So then I'm going to tap on back. Now, when I go back,
Blind Android users podcast, column 2.
You see now we have
Blind video, Blind Android users podcast.
We have blind Android users. And then to the right of that now, so instead of having the add new as the last item, we have blind Android users now in this place, and the one that says add new gets moved to farther right. So
Blind Android users podcast.
If I tap here,
10250, Blind Android users podcast, episode 11, Android with a perspective of a low vision user. Blind Android users podcast, February 23rd, row 2, column.
So
10250, Android basics revisited and enlightened by Zen UI. Blind Android users podcast, 6 days ago, column 1.
There it is. So if I tap on it,
Media control, Android basics revisited and enlightened by
it is time for your favorite Android podcast from the crew of Blind Android users. Now, here's what happens when you tap on it and it starts playing. And this is one thing that I'm going to be writing to the app developer about. It is the playback, the play or pause button. It is hidden. So you need to tap near the top here.
Hello, everyone.
And you tap here, and it will bring up the the pause and all of that. See, so let me tap here again.
Blind Android users
Pause
podcast.
button.
Let's pause. I tap on pause, and that pause will stay there for as long as I want it. And then I could tap
Play button.
on it to play. Now, while below that, we have other several items here, like buttons.
6 days ago.
We have,
Exo Media Player timer button. Exo Media Player download button. Exo Media Player live button.
so there's like,
6 days ago.
so
Exo Media Player live button. Exo Media Player download button.
download,
Exo Media Player timer button.
timer.
1.0x button.
You can change the speed at which you want to listen to the podcast.
Exo Media Player share button.
There's a share,
Exo Media Player pip button.
and pip, which is picture in picture.
Exo Media Player link button.
And then the link will take you to our webpage. That is how that app works. So that would be a little short demonstration of the news feed or the feed explorer.